This man, we don't know him. We neither know where he comes from, nor where he is going. We ignore his thoughts, his pains, his joys, his hopes. Yet, we are going to know his story. All his story. The story of his brain. Yes, the story of your brain. Let's rewind time peacefully. Well before you knew yourself. Well before your birth. Methodically, step by step, layer by layer, thanks to an important discovery: neuroarchaeology. Yes, like archaeologists, we are going to discover the past of your neurons in order to understand better your present. In the warmth of the mother's womb, the embryo's brain starts developing. The activity is intense. Neurons and axons deploy, interconnect, send their ramifications, constructing their networks. Look at them with their small ramifications. Look how beautiful they are. These electrical signals control brain construction. They validate every step of neuronal development. They guide the axons like a GPS. The synchronization is perfect. Neurons mature progressively. They migrate to their assigned area. Vision, smell, taste, motricity, all are now assigned to their regions with an exquisite fine orchestration where genes give the initial impetus, followed by activity, acting in unison for a perfect synchrony. Our man to become happy in the mother's womb is prepared to become the most beautiful baby, at least according to his mother. What happens if this perfect synchrony is derailed? What if the impact of the environment disturbs this synchrony? If pollutions, pesticides, our way of life, complications during birth perturb activity and the processes essential for this harmony, our dear neurons would be disturbed, unhappy. The electrical activity would be disorganized. Some neurons would not migrate where they ought to have migrated. They would remain desperately immature, unable to function like an adult neuron. Then there would be a risk of developing, years later, a neurological or psychiatric syndrome, such as the spectrum of autistic disorders. But don't be defeatist. The neuroarchaeology concept enables us to identify the causes of this malfunction and to identify the neurons that have remained immature because it is centered on maternity and brain development in utero. You would like to go back, erase everything in order for your neurons to function normally again? But this would be science fiction. We cannot erase the perturbation that has happened, but we can repair it. We shall rely on therapeutic strategies capable of blocking the perturbations generated by the abnormal behavior of the neurons that fail to mature. Yes, to understand and treat syndromes like the spectrum of autistic disorders, we must study the first 1,000 days extending from conception to the second year, because maternity and birth are the vulnerable period during which these disorders are generated. The combination of an early diagnostic and early psychoeducative techniques, followed by pharmaceutical treatments, will attenuate the severity of the symptoms. What is nicer than seeing this child in society, communicating with his surroundings and his fellow human beings? We must do our best to prevent isolation by society. What remains is his history, his life, his being in all its diversity.